Yo guys, what's up? This is Fred with another Chelsea video. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Yeah, I'm doing well. I have to say I'm really happy because Chelsea won something finally. Finally, we did win something, and felt like a long time coming, but finally we did it. Three past Luton, 3 points, season off start. So we've kicked off our season really to the good start, but of course there are some underlying issues that you could think like, man, if was not Luton, we could have been punished. We could have been punished. Like wow. When we look at our defense, our back three, Cole Silver, Disasi, Cole Silver, man, I really now can understand why Chelsea was not really willing to sell Cole to Brighton. The kid is good. The kid is good. Disasi, not very good. He's still shaky, but I guess it's a new experience for him. Like, the problem nowadays is that there's so much money involved in football that you just have to perform while you get here. And this being Chelsea, it means we are really spoiled. We are really spoiled. That much I can understand. We are so used to instant result. But the guys could get better. The guys could get better. Yeah. And the next thing, Moise Caicedo. The guy had a decent game. You can see that he's still a little bit rusty, giving away the ball just as the match started. But as the match went on, he was really good, just breaking up the play and spreading the play. Yeah, he was making the switch plays. Yeah, so he was doing that. But again, Luton didn't give so much. Like in the first 50 minutes or so. But if we look at it, if it was another team, yeah, it could have been more intense than that. We have to say, not disrespect to Luton, but they just didn't give as much as I expected. Yeah, they are still also getting used to the atmosphere of the Premier League. Like the last time they played Chelsea, yeah, was way back in the Premier League. Yeah, it was way back. So Raheem Sterling finally getting his goals. I'm happy for that. Though I'm not really a huge Sterling fan because last season he didn't have any output and the likes. But I remember his glory days at City and when he was just starting out at Liverpool. He was really not putting out a lot of finished product or what. Like, yes, his moves were there, but at City he perfected that. And at City, we remember him. I remember him even the season before this, the last season, like when they were struggling to just get a foothold into Villa. Raheem came on, did his thing, made a few moves here and there, and finally City got the cup, I guess, which we are used to by now. City. You can just hate them, I guess. So if we look at how we're performing, we are really not that creative. I think we still need a creative midfielder. We need a playmaker. Because right now we're just trying to create through the wings because our midfield is not that creative just yet. I know with Caicedo in, Enzo and Gallagher pushed up a bit so that they could try to create something. But if you look at it, their creativity is not just there yet. It's not there. That's not their strong suit. They can be creative here and there, but not really up there. We have to have someone who's maybe not even as good on the physical aspect, but just someone who can create, like a Mata type of player. We need that, the Cesc type of player, just someone who can thread through the needle. So we can really help ourselves do better by actually balancing. Poch needs to find some creativity in the team because even the back three, I don't think that's Pochettino's strongest play, the back three. The back three takes a lot away from a team. It takes a lot away from the team in terms of creativity, but you can understand with some games, with some opponents, you can just sit back and play the back three so that at least you catch them fast. Yeah, so if you look at these 3 games, we've played in the back three, but somehow we've dominated the games, even though the results haven't been in our way, but we've dominated the games, which brings me to the final thing. our finishing. From the play, you can see each and every game we play. I'm so glad Jackson got the goal, but he's not a 9. He's a 10. He's a really, really decent 10. Good with the ball, creating the chances, creating the runs. Tireless running, I have to say, I have to give him props to that. Tireless running. He did what he had to do. The full 90, and I just have to clap for that. But imagine if Jackson had a 9 who could finish, someone he could link up with, would be scoring goals. This time around, we're not scoring goals, and we need a 9. We need a 9. Like, we desperately need a 9. Let's not come out of the window the same way we went in. Okay, of course we can't come out because we've made all these signings, but when you look at the so-called Red Devils, they went into the window looking for a number 9, and they've come out of the window just looking pretty much the same as they went in from last season. Yeah, but eventually we'll get better. I know people will say this is just Luton. This is just Luton, but even the bigger teams that are coming have to expect a stronger Chelsea. Now, Chelsea can't be lying down for too long, because if we lay down for too long, some other name in London is just going to come about and say London is a different color. Of course, recently we've even started hearing such, this one. I won't mention names, but hey, there's a lot of derbies in London, but London has to stay blue. So, up to Chelsea. Come on, guys, keep doing what you're doing. I'm so very proud of you. I couldn't be a happier fan. Yeah, we have to stick by Poch. And we have to understand that this is a process. It can't just start ticking here and there full time. We just came off preseason. We did well in preseason, and now we are just getting the feel of the Premier League. The Premier League is very competitive. So, obviously, Poch is not going to just get going and just firing all cylinders. No. It's a process. We are building something. So we have to have a little bit of patience than we've had in the past. This is Chelsea. Let's just try to be patient and see what Poch is doing. At least there's something happening that we can say, oh, I'm looking forward to a Chelsea game. I'm looking forward how this one plays. I'm looking forward to how this one plays, how this person comes in and everything. And don't forget, we have injuries. Injuries is our thing, surprisingly. And the list just goes on. So I'm just glad that we played this game without sustaining any injury, because we could be the first team that could actually run out of players. Yeah, very soon we'll find our under-23s, under reserves playing the games because we've run out of players. But I guess we're injury prone. And it's a thing. It's our thing. It's even followed Mount to Manchester United. No. I hope the rest of the game. And one other thing before I go. Killing off the game. We could have killed that game in the first half. I don't know what was going on after we scored. We started enjoying ourselves. Like, we forgot that a 1-0 lead in the Premier League is nothing. It's nothing. That's very risky, because at one point you have to understand that team is going to get a chance. Every team, no matter who you are playing, no matter how you think they are not really tactically sound to hurt you, they will get the chance, and when they get the chance, they will hurt you. We have to start finishing off games quickly. The more we finish games quickly, the more we allow ourselves to actually breathe and take control of the ball, not being intense, because this is a Premier League. Everyone will get a chance in the game. That's how small teams set up, the so-called small teams. Yeah, they set up to defend, knowing that they'll get a chance one way or the other. We shouldn't be complacent. We have to go in. If we get a goal, we push on. We get 2 more goals. Fine, we're good. Off to the next. So I hope we get better. I hope we get better. In fact, I believe we'll get better. I believe we'll get better. We'll get there. So I have to go now, guys. Enjoy the weekend. There's a lot of good games. I'm sure I'll be watching some of them, and maybe I'll just do a bit of recap with what I think, because these guys are opponents. We have to actually pay attention to what they're doing. So enjoy. Peace out. This is your boy Fred, Chelsea channel off the pitch. Bye. Booyah!